Hi guys. I got hot chocolate, so I am pretty happy. My hair's a mess. I don't know what it's doing. Like, this side is not curling. I don't know why. It usually does, but maybe too much oil, maybe too much product in my hair, so saturated. Maybe I left the deep conditioner in for too long this week. I don't know, but I'm gonna just let it do what it's gonna do, because it's here and I'm not going anywhere. And maybe do it later, just to see if I can get it to cooperate a little more, but this is not what this video is about. I've been trying to figure out what type of curly hair do I have. Do I have, 2A, 2B? Do I have somewhere in that direction? My hair is much curlier now that I've cut it, and it's, I'm sorry, that's like bothering the heck out of me. I may just redo it, but, yeah, my hair has been a lot better since I've cut it. It's been a lot healthier since I cut it. It's been curling up, but being a lot cooperative to the, like, it would tell me whenever I was saturated, like this side, but I don't know. This video is mostly about, I've been like hearing a lot of things between the natural hair community and the natural hair movement. And my question is that, I don't know. I have a lot of opinions on this, but my biggest opinion is that mixed people are confused. I'm mixed and I'm confused. I don't have a lot of black in me, just like a smidge. It's mostly Indian and white. And because of that, sometimes I have trouble trying to figure out how can I learn about my hair? How can I learn what products would be good in my hair? Sorry. Is my genes, I know my genes are mostly dominated by white and Indian. People look at my eyes and say, "Oh my gosh, are you Indian?" And I'm like, yes. But I also know I have a teensy little bit of African American in me. I don't have a lot now. I just have a teensy bit of African American. And because of this, I just go with videos and influences that has curl textures close to my texture. Close. Because I learn not by reading, because I can't read with a crap. I learn by listening. Watching videos, trying out new things like these curly girls do. I learn by doing that. I don't learn by doing that. I learn about doing that, which means I learn about just everything by listening and watching videos. And I don't want to say I started a natural hair journey, but I kind of did. But then again, I kind of didn't. Now, since I watched all kinds of videos today about it, I'm kind of iffy whether I should be using that term or not. So I'm just going to say I started a journey. Not long ago, actually. It was about the beginning of quarantine. Yes, it was about the beginning of quarantine. I started to notice that my hair was not cooperating. My hair was not curling the way it used to. My hair didn't. My sister was like, "Oh, your hair doesn't have a lot of curl texture. Your hair doesn't have a lot of this." And I know I'm not supposed to be like touching it. It's just like bothering me up here. I don't know why. But your hair doesn't have a lot of curl texture. Your hair doesn't have a lot of this and that. And I'm like, holy crap, you're right. So I started learning all about videos. I started learning all about curly hair. I started by watching curly hair routines using Cantu, because that's what I was using at the time. And that's how I found Beyond Grenade and a lot of other influences. A couple of my favorite influences is, of course, Beyond Grenade, because I just enjoy watching her, you know. She has a kikier curl texture than mine, mostly because she is African American. But I just enjoy watching her, and she's like one of my favorite influences. And then I was watching another influencer. I can't think of her name at this point of time, but she has a loose curl pattern, and she is wavy curly. And I enjoy watching her as well, even though my hair texture is not that anymore, wavy curly, since I cut it. And it's not as tight as Beyond Grenade's either. But I can watch their videos, and I can like mix, you know, their ideas and my ideas to find out what works for me. And I'm starting to think, if I can get these terms right, my hair is probably high porosity because it gets a lot of buildup. It gets weighed down super easily, which is probably what's going on here, to be honest with you. It's kind of fixed, except for this part. But that's probably what's going on here, but I'm kind of afraid to wet it again. Mostly because I know you're not supposed to wet curly hair just all the time. But to be honest, I really think it needs to be restyled. But again, that's not the point of this video. It's just bothering me the more I look at it. But, yeah, wavy curly. And curly hair. And I can think of all the ethnicities and stuff. I even started trying to look up the more Indian hair, because I can't pinpoint what kind of texture my hair is. I cannot pinpoint what kind of curls I have at this point in time. It was so damaged that no matter how much I washed it, no matter how much I deep conditioned it, so I cannot speak, it was not working. You know, it just felt awful and more awful. And then I got this idea, because quarantine, and I decided I wanted to dye my hair. I wanted to look like a pop pixie from one of my favorite websites, one of my favorite shows, because you know, if you are not new to my channel, you guys know I am into anime, I'm into cartoons, stuff like that, and that's what I mostly talk about on this channel. But I'm also into cosplay and stuff like that, and would really love to cosplay, but can't afford it at this point in my life. So, of course, I get this idea. I want to dye my hair pink to look like this woman that I really wanted to look like. And she's not even real, y'all, but still, I wanted to look like her. And I was like, I want to bleach and dye my hair. I started watching all of these videos on like hair tutorials, how to properly bleach your hair without damaging it, and stuff like that. Of course, there's ways that you can bleach it about the less damage as possible, but of course there's no way you can, bleach it with any damage whatsoever, unless you use some little to no bleach. I still don't know how this one influencer in the disability community does it, but she has an awesome hairstylist. I'm not a hairstylist. And of course, I talked to my sister, which she should have been born first, if you ask me, because without her, I probably would have gone for it, and my hair would have probably fell out, to be honest with you. She's the one that told me my hair was too damaged for it, so I had another goal. I wanted to get my hair healthier, and that's when the curly hair journey officially started. I call it not curly hair journey, because no matter if you're African American, no matter if you're part of the curly girl movement or not part of the curly girl movement, you may still have curly hair, and therefore finding the products for your hair and what works for your hair, that's, my friend, it's a journey. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Anyway, as I was saying, when I started my journey, I didn't like the feeling of my hair. I felt like it was low porosity, and it took me a while to figure out what my hair likes, because my sister knows what her hair likes. Therefore, she doesn't want to try a lot of things, and me and her share a lot of things at this point in our life, and including hair products. So it is kind of difficult to find what my hair likes when I also have to stick to what her hair likes, because money doesn't grow on trees, if you know what I mean. We use an Aussie right now. I really don't like Aussie because it's too stripping, and I may just switch back to Kentoo because she feels safer, I guess, with Kentoo, and she feels safe within Kentoo or Aussie, and I'm like, okay, but trust me, I can't wait until I can explore more Curly Girl products and more just, I'm curious of what is made for, like, Indian styled hair or curly hair, Indian style curly hair, stuff like that. I have a lot of flyaways, and that's what's bothering me. But what's made for my Indian styled hair? What's not made for it? What's made for, what's made for it? What's not made for it? How can I fix it, And then I got to a point in my life where I just hated the feel of my hair. I wanted to chop it off. Not because I was watching big chop videos and I thought, hey, that could fix everything. I just got really annoyed with it. So I wanted to chop it off and start over. And that's what I did. I chopped it off. This woman that was doing my hair, she was trying to talk me out of it, saying like, oh, my family was calling me crazy and all that kind of jazz.